Hello, this is Alistair Beaumont. I've decided, since a question that comes across my desk quite a bit when I'm going through Facebook and the rest of it is, people, beginners that are trying to do the tarot, want to know what's the best way to go about memorizing the cards. People that struggle with this, I struggled with it in the beginning as well because each deck has a different book, each book has a different meaning, interpretation, and even worse than that, if you go online, every website probably has a different interpretation as well. They're similar, so you can find similarities between the many different books and texts or whatever. But I've learned that what matters to me is feel more than anything else. It's what you look at it's what you do when you feel what you look at in other cards. Maybe I'll do another video where I'll show the difference between how each deck, in my opinion, has a different feel for each particular card. But for right now, what I thought I'd do for fun, don't know if it's going to help anybody out there, but I thought I'd throw it out there just to see, is I'll go through each card and just show you what I think, what the phrase that I've attached to each individual card. So, I'm going to show you the uprights and reverses for each individual card. So, maybe this will help you, maybe it won't, but that's what the intention is, in case you're curious. Maybe you're just curious, maybe you're just learning, maybe you'd like to know, I don't know. And as for your interpretation is going to be different than mine. It's not about whether or not the card is right or wrong, it's about what you feel. And then attaching that feeling to the card. And then later on, when you actually start doing the readings, you'll notice that the feel doesn't really matter. Once you get into the flow of things, as the cards show up, especially mixed with other cards, they won't necessarily always mean the same thing every time. But memorizing the cards and having a good base is a good place to start. So I'm going to show you now how my interpretation of each card goes so that you can get a feel for how you should do it yourself. So, without further ado. The Fool, New Beginnings. Recklessness. The Magician, Skill. Pretense. So in other words, you're pretending to be skillful. Basically, a imposter, that's a better word. Intuition for the Priestess. Lack of intuition. Mother. Cruel Mother. Father. Tyrant. Faith. Lack of faith. Love. Either its begin or its function. The end of it or the inability to have it. Chariot Special. Motion sometimes, but also decision. Most recently it's been decision because you feel like a person is sitting atop. Do you go to the dark or the light? The reverse suggests you have no choice and are carried away or stalled, depending on the reading. Strength. Weakness. Isolation or independence. And the opposite, being stuck in a crowd or a need for isolation. Fortune. Misfortune. Justice. Injustice. This one's also special. Sacrifice or a liar, depending on the reading. The end of sacrifice or learning the truth, depending on the reading. Transition. Denial. Balance. Imbalance. Chains. Or, well, for me, the devil has two meanings. It's either the chains that you have when it comes to bondage, or it's the bondage you do when you're, it's the, I'm just going to say it, sex. Since most people look at sex as like something that you're not supposed to talk about. So it's being naughty. The end of bondage. And you can take that both ways. Disaster or upheaval. Dodging the bullet. Hope hopelessness. Mystery or illusion, revelation. Joy and delight, lack of joy and delight, or a storm. Rebirth, or a lack of rebirth. And finally, the world, or everything you could want, or your world is turning upside down. That takes care of the majors. Next up will be the swords, followed by the wands, then the cups, and the pentacles. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out or taught you a little bit more about the tarot. Like I said, your interpretations probably will differ. In some of them, you probably don't agree with me, but it doesn't matter, because the point is not about who's right or wrong. It's about how you use the cards and what it means to you. Gesundheit. Thank you very much for both appreciating what I've done, getting past the sneeze. May the universe guide you to prosperity and happiness, and I will be seeing you